Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of voice for radio. So today we need to talk about something that, despite my cheery voice, is not actually cheery at all. Something that makes me genuinely sad and genuinely annoyed, but I think it's going to work out this time. I can't promise that, obviously, but I think it's going to, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's going to work out. You see, we need to chat about Poké Post, about the Eevee and Pikachu promos from Poké Post, because these are awesome. And I think we can all agree that they're awesome. They are great cards, they are wonderful cards, they are cards that I want. And look, if you're watching this channel, if you're watching this video, then you're probably interested in Pokemon cards. And if you're interested in Pokemon cards, you're probably looking at this going, yeah, what's he good point? I want those cards as well. Those cards look awesome. And as I've already told you, these cards are not available elsewhere. This is a European promotion, and as far as I am aware, and as far as I can see, this is remaining a European promotion. The reason for that is really simple, incidentally. This is clearly a holiday-themed thing. Look at the post office. It's clearly holiday-themed, all right? Which means if it's starting, it's got to start soon. And in fact, it's already started. And it's been announced for a bunch of places in Europe. It has not been announced for anywhere in the US. So basically, yeah, you can assume it's European only. Maybe there's going to be some massive surprise and they announce a flurry of US dates in the next day or two. But frankly, if they were going to announce US dates, you gotta believe they would already have done so. So I'm willing to believe that's not happening. So what have we got then? We've got a bunch of dates. They are on the screen. It's already happened in Edinburgh. I'm actually recording this on the day it's happening in Cardiff. But if you're not there, you're probably not going to get there, honestly. I really considered driving, but I've decided I'm going to go to London instead. It is not happening in Paris on the 25th of November. Remember, I told you previously that one has been cancelled. But it is happening in Lyon on the 2nd of December, Germany on the 6th, Munich in Germany on the 6th, Berlin in Germany on the 9th, Bochum in Germany on the 16th, and then back to the UK to finish off in London on the 19th. I am very much planning to go to that one, because honestly, right, London, that's, 6 days before Christmas? London on the eve of Christmas is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of cool stuff to go and see in London right before Christmas, so I figure day trip to London, go post some Poké Post, and if I go there, you have my word, I will be posting my card to one of you lovely ladies and gentlemen. Remember, the way it works is you get given 2 cards, a Pikachu or an Eevee, and you keep that, and then you post the other one to a friend, or I suppose yourself. It's not the end of the world if you post to yourself. I just think it's way more fun to post to a friend. So when I can confirm that I'm going, we'll do a little giveaway on the channel and I will post my card to one of you lovely ladies and gentlemen. And it will be awesome. But what's making me sad about this, not unlike what we saw from Van Gogh Pikachu, yeah, the scalpers are out. And unfortunately, the scalpers are out. And it's kind of sad. Like, this picture, to me, sums up everything that makes me sad about these promotions. Because it's just a picture I nicked off eBay, right? It's just a picture from eBay. But what this picture shows is somebody who has literally turned up, got on the card, and immediately taken a picture in front of the Poké Post office so that they can try and sell them on eBay. How much are they asking? Yeah, quite a bit. $179.99 is what this particular person is asking, and they're not even paying the postage. They're asking you to pay £3.50 for the postage, because apparently £180 for one card that they just got given for free isn't enough, and they've got to charge you postage as well. And then they've gone and paid a little bit to sponsor it so it gets to the top of the list. So brilliant. Cheers for that. The good news is that is not going to sell for 180. They are blatantly ripping you off. However, honestly, yeah, most people are, frankly. Most people are. These are cards that are being given away for free, and people are just like, go pick them up, sell them on immediately. Now, we are settling into a little bit of an early price here. The early price seems to be $120 for the pair. That seems to be where we are here. There's two listings. There's a top listing for $120, then there's one for $130, and then they're charging you for postage. And again, if you're scalping this hard, if you're trying to rip people off this much, I mean, obviously, if you're trying to rip people off, I suppose you'd want to get the postage anyway, but come on, don't ask an extra couple of quid for postage. Just take the quote-unquote win. There are some others we can see here. Here's a listing for $120 for the pair. Here's a couple of Pikachu for $60 and, well, time you build in postage, basically $60. And that's what we've got. 120 quid for the pair seems to be, at the moment at least, the going rate for these. Now, we then get to the question of, well, all right, Wassy, that's what the going rate is. Is anybody actually paying this? Like, is anyone actually paying this much money for the cards? Surely nobody's going to be paying this. Well, the good news is they're not paying quite that much. But yes, they are selling. Somebody did get the pair for $77, which is nice. And then there's a couple $130 that had best offer accepted. And here's a couple for around about a ton, £100. So $120 is what they're currently being listed for on eBay. People are generally picking them up for about $100. It's not ideal, frankly. But I do need to make this point very, very strongly right now. If you are planning to pick up these cards, and you might be in the US, and if you're in the US, you can't go to your local Poké Post office, you don't have one. And certainly, if you have a look over on eBay in the US, I mean, look, here's 6 listings. All these listings are in the UK. The reason, and 8, I've actually put 8 on the screen, and all 8 are in the UK. Some are being bid, some are the ones I've already shown you. Here's a little selection there, all right? The reason is, Poké Post has happened twice. It's already happened in Edinburgh. And like I say, I'm recording this as the one in Cardiff is happening. Both in the UK, neither in England, of course. Edinburgh's in Scotland and Cardiff is in Wales. Just because I've been on a bit of a geography kick today. My point is, this is a terrible time. A terrible time. Cannot stress this enough. Do not buy these. Even if you know you're going to have to buy them on the secondary market, even if you're prepared to buy them on the secondary market, do not buy these now. This is the worst possible time. Because it's happened in Edinburgh and Cardiff. And the cards from Cardiff clearly haven't arrived wherever they're being posted. We've still got Lyon, Munich, Germany, Bochum, and London to go. And then, of course, we got to give time for these cards that have been posted from these places to actually arrive. My understanding, incidentally, is, I haven't said this in a previous video, so let me say this now. I believe the deal is that the UK post offices, or Poké Post offices, they're not real post offices, only send to the UK. Lyon will only send to France, and the ones in Germany will only send within Germany. So even if you road trip over to Germany, you have to send to an address in Germany. That is very important, especially if you are going to, for instance, Stuttgart Regionals, which is happening a couple of days after the one in Munich. So some people might want to be able to, go there beforehand. You're not going to be able to, well, you're going to be able to, but you still have to send it within Germany. There's going to be a lot more of these that hit the board. I don't know how many there are going to be, but look, I've heard some early reports from Edinburgh and some early reports from Cardiff. I am not hearing about shortages or anything like that. In fact, the lovely Stephen Kent, he of Playscape Games, is there today. Here's a picture to prove it. And he's told me that actually, yeah, there's some decent queues, but it's fine. It's not that busy. It's going to be all right. The queue's moving quite quickly. Nobody's queuing all that much. And this is wonderful, wonderful news. I cannot promise you they're not going to be scarce. And certainly, if you're outside of Europe, yes, these are going to be a pain to get hold of. I understand. But even if you're buying on the secondary market, don't buy when there's only been 2 of these things happening. Right now, the prices are dumb, and people are trying to rip you off and take advantage of the situation. These look to be, and again, it's early and I can't promise anything, I have to stress this, But it really does look like this is not going to be a repeat of the Van Gogh Pikachu, where they're ridiculously scarce. And sure, they're only being given out in person, but there's a whole bunch of dates, and it seems like there's a whole bunch of cards to be given out. And this is excellent, excellent news. I've kind of told this already, but let me be super clear now. The cards themselves, what we're talking about, are Pikachu and Eevee. They are the Pikachu and Eevee from Scarlet and Violet 151, straight reprint of those cards, but with Pokemon together in a little gold stamp on the bottom left-hand corner of the artwork. They are far from essential. It's not like Van Gogh Pikachu, which is a completely unique card. These are old cards with a new stamp, and look, I've told you I'm going to try and hit the one up in London. That is currently my plan. Although I'll be honest with you, I do also really like visiting London around Christmas. There's something about there's certain cities like London, and some of the German cities as well are amazing. Christmas markets in Germany are stunning. So if you can get to Stuttgart regionals, just putting that one out there. But going around and doing fun things at Christmas is fun. So yeah, I'm going to try and get to the one in London. But I do have a slight ulterior motive. Or I'm just telling you that to justify a 10-hour round trip to go and get a Pokemon promo. One or the other. But like I say, the other one I'm going to send to one of you guys, so that's not too bad either. Right, there we go. That's what you need to know. And I cannot stress this enough. Do not buy these yet. But do tell me what you think about them in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. Oh, and get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Danger Morales, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.